Hey guys, Mr.BeetleBum here. Look, I just played a game here. I was playing World of Tanks. I just played this game that you're about to see. And, it's been an ongoing thing here for about the last couple months. And this one character just, what can I say, man? He just put me over the edge. I don't let guys get under my skin. Guys or girls. Yes, girls. Some girls do play World of Tanks. And I wish there was more, because then we'd probably have less toxic idiots like this guy here. But one thing I'm noticing a lot of... Oops, hold on a second. Bloop. Let's get this out so you can see. What I'm really starting to notice a lot, like an actual problem within World of Tanks, is you get teams that are basically all red, yellow, and orange. I mean, I hate to keep saying this, but it's a fact. The fact is the North American server is in dire need of good players. It's the only reason why I do what I do. The fact is that we used to have a lot of blue and dark green players out there. And now you're lucky if you even see more than one green player. I mean, seriously, guys, I go match after match after match after match after match without any other green players in it. None. The whole team is orange and red and yellow, man. Like, it's not a joke anymore. And the problem that I'm talking about, the problem that I'm finding is, what is with World of Tanks and the lack of ability of anybody to admit that they don't know what the hell they're talking about? Why is it that every single guy playing, I keep saying guy, but anyways, you know what I mean. Why is it that all the people playing World of Tanks think that they're awesome when they're crap? And not only are they crap because of their stats, like this guy right here, this MT25, the whole time he's beaking at me. See where I'm positioned? Yes, I'm at the back. I'm actually near the base. Now look at my rings though, and look at what I can shoot at. Okay? Let me do a thing here for you guys, okay? Let me just show you what I'm talking about. See these guys over here? Well, that's right here. And you're going to see later that I'm actually able to shoot and kill people all throughout here. And then there's this lane right here where we're going to end up blowing up this 01 later, okay? And then there's this guy asking me to come over here. And I said, I understand, but why doesn't the stupid MT25 come help you if you're still wanting to? Because I can easily shoot over there, which I do. And my point simply is that if you don't know how to play the game and you don't understand how things work, maybe you should just try to not talk so much and maybe go spend 15 minutes on learning how the game works. Now, I'm just going to stop there. And like I say, I'm a grown-ass man, and I understand that. Well, Mr. BeetleBum, you can't know to go to that you need to learn unless that someone tells you or somehow that you're not good. Well, there is ways. We all know about stats. Every one of these guys out here knows about stats. I guarantee you that most of these players know what their stats are, or what color they're at, and all that kind of stuff. In the game just after this, and this is why I decided to make this video, is because I go and I play another game after this, and it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, man. You got three guys who are yelling at other players. This time, luckily, it wasn't me. They're just yelling at other players about how they need to, uninstall. Like, oh my God. Mr. Skoda25, I'm not going to say your name, but dude, you're useless. You're sitting there yelling at people, telling them to uninstall, and I just do a quick little check. Dude, your personal rating is at 2.5, and you've played 28,000 games. You are dark red, and you are telling other players to uninstall. Do you not get how stupid you look? And the thing is that this guy is normal. This guy is I'm really starting to have a hard time putting hours of effort into streaming and videos and trying to help players. When this is just all you get bombarded with, man, is this nonstop, you know, I'm awesome, you're shit. When in reality, the person who's doing all the talking is one of the most useless players on the team. I even sent a message to one guy saying, listen, actually there was the MT25 in this one because he ends up going and hiding in a corner and he does absolutely nothing the whole game, nothing. Like where is he right now? Right now he's over here. And if I go, let's see, let's go down here. Whoops, we don't need to minimize it that much. Okay, so where is he? So he just finished, he just finished moving over. I paid the fool. Okay, so now he's over in the bottom, what would that be? The southwest corner, that kind of thing. He's over here. And then we move up and like, oh, okay, now he's getting involved. He's doing something. And all I know is when I start moving forward here, I've already got 1,200 damage from that distance back where I was. 1,200, okay? Like, it's not like I'm not doing anything. I'm probably the top 5 damage right now on the team. And that was from the spot where you can't hit anything. And now look at him. Now look at this doofus over here. And the guy's still talking crap in the game. That's what makes it hilarious, We go and we end up finishing off. I can't remember how much we do, but look at this. The guy's saying, so sit in the base while you're ignoring tanks next to you. What does it say? Something about, I gotta read this again. Where is this? I paid the fool. So, sit in the base while you're ignoring tanks right next to you, dying. Okay, no one died beside me, dude. Plain and simple. There's no tank that died beside me. The T-28 prototype, or whatever it's called, is the guy who's over here, and he's still there. We covered his ass, did damage, and took care of the situation, and he's alive. There was nobody else with me. So again, you're just talking shit out of your ass. That's all it is. And meanwhile, you're over here in the corner doing nothing as I'm going up and trying to help the team win, secure a victory. And, guys, this isn't about, I'm not sitting here trying to get back at this guy. Although, really, it's, this uneven danglies, dude, seriously, you got some issues, man. But this is something that has become an ongoing problem with World of Tanks. Like, honestly, I hate to say this, guys, but it's getting to the point where it's kind of, it's almost painful to play. It really is. Like, I'll stream for 4 hours, and out of those 4 hours, I'll probably have minimal amount of games. I won't even try to guess how many, but I'll have minimal amount of games where, this looks like I'm in slow motion or something. I think I did something. Anyways, I'll have minimal amount of games that are actually enjoyable. It's that bad. It's to the point where out of 10 games, you probably got 5 games that are just totally unenjoyable because you got jackasses just ruining the game, like not doing anything, not playing. Oh, and of course now the MT25, this is funny, now that we've got down to the last few kills, now he's rushing in to try to do some damage. But anyways, I mean, it's just never ending, it seems like, with this game, and I don't understand why. There's toxicity in most games. That's definitely slow-mo. Definitely. Hell Kitty goes faster than that, and I rammed him for that last little bit to kill him. And my point, guys, is simply this. We have to start figuring out a way to deal with this. It's like I was going to say before, and I'm sorry that I'm kind of like just ranting here, but I was about to say it's got to the point where it would almost be good if World of Tanks said, you know what, guys, we're going to limit everybody from tier 1 to tier 5. And then once you get up to a personal rating of, let's say, 5,000 or 6,000, 5,000, I guess. Yeah, 5,000. Because getting above 6,000, which is around where I am, you really have to do more like ranked clan wars, more involved with other players, and etc., etc., etc. And get really, really good. I actually would be all for it if World of Tanks said that, because even make it 4,000. Honestly, make it 4,000. I don't know if I can show this stuff here. Yeah, like our uneven dangles dude is at 4.5. You know what I mean? And I've had the guy in the other game that I was talking about where he's telling everyone to uninstall. The guy was at like 2.5. It's like I actually wouldn't have a problem if World Tanks did that. Say, from 1 to 5, wide open, everyone can play, and then from 6 up, you have to have over 5,000 personal rating to show that you've got some skill going on. And guys, that's not hard to achieve. And I'm not being mean either. I'm not being like, oh, well, you're not letting anyone play. Well, we are. We would be, man. It's not hard to get a personal rating over 5,000 at all. If you can't get a personal rating over 5,000, you seriously are, you might want to reconsider which game you're playing. Like, and I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not. It's not that hard to get 5,000 personal rating. Now, albeit, like, you don't get a rating right away. You don't start a game and in the first 1,000 games you got 5,000, personal rating. That's gonna happen. But like these guys who rush through, like there's guys up here with tier 8s that don't even have 1,000 games under their belt. What do you expect? I mean, if you're a reroll, okay, I understand. But if you were a reroll, then your ratings are probably gonna be a little higher and pretty good. So that way we'd be able to tell you're a reroll. But if your ratings are shit and you're still like at tier 8 on less than 1,000 games and you play like crap, it is what it is, man. It's yet another person who's just rushed up the thing. But here's the reason why this is such a bummer. It's because that will never happen. World of Tanks will never, ever, 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 ever do that. Because World of Tanks wants everybody to go out and buy tier 8 premium tanks. They show us tanks every day that we can buy. And they do nothing but, try to push the tanks, the premium ammo, and all that stuff. And I understand, it's a business. It's a business, but you know what? A business, it would be good if they actually had some things locked into it. Here's the thing. This is why wargaming is stupid, okay? And I've said it a million times. I got no problem saying it. Wargaming is run by a bunch of idiots, basically. Yeah, you got a beautiful game. Your coders are awesome, man. Kudos to you. But you guys make decisions that are just every single time, man. From nerfing premium tanks that people pay money for. It's the fucking list is, Sir Foch had it bang on when he revolted about all the premium tanks with no weak spots and all that kind of crap. There's a million things that these guys, they brought wheelies into the damn game, and basically, now you got these OP wheelies that are just wrecking the game. There's a million things they've done wrong. And these yahoos that are running the company will not do this. But guess what? You could do it, and you could actually make money doing it. World of Warcraft is a fucking pretty damn good game, guys. And guess what? You can't do certain things until you get to certain levels. You have to prove yourself. You have to be able to attain a certain level before you can do certain things. That's the way it goes. It's not like you refuse people to do it. It's just wait your turn, man. Get better, get good, that kind of thing. This game doesn't matter. It's just wide open. You can seriously, within 1,000 games, you can literally buy your way up to tier 10. Boom, done. And you got these useless players running around at these high tiers. And the worst part about it is it's not that they're useless and they're at high tiers. And you might be thinking, man, you're being mean today. It's like, no, I'm not being mean. I'm just being honest, and I'm being blunt, because they really are at that level, man. I mean, like, I've seen guys who, like, at tier 3 and 4 and 5, they might be okay, because you can't do tons of damage. It takes a while for you to die. It gives you time to learn. In high tiers, man, these guys are gone. They're gone. First half minute of the game, these guys literally are gone. They don't have no time to learn, man. They're not learning anything. They're just dying badly or hiding badly. And that's another thing. But even that I can live with, because we've had that for a long time. We've had bad players. We've always had bad players. We've always had guys who are hiding in the back, camping, like in the super heavy. because they have no clue what they're supposed to do. They're scared, even though like that kind of defeats the purpose of a war game if you're scared. But anyways, that's okay. Now what the problem is though is now it's gone to the next level where these idiots for some reason think they can just sit there and chat and just lambast everybody with all these put downs when they're the actual ones that are useless. Anyways, there's so many little issues with this game right now that honestly Mr.BeetleBum has got to the point where it's like, I don't know. I'm not saying that I'm quitting. Hell no, I'm not a moron. I'm not going, I quit. You know, I'm not like that. But at the same time, it's really starting to get painful. And I think part of it was this real dumbass renegade marathon. I say dumbass just because the way it's done. There's nothing wrong with the marathons. I like the marathons actually. It gives like something new to do. But this time they took out the whole thing of you need to win in order to get the experience. So basically what that means is win or lose, if you're in the top 10 for base experience, that base experience goes towards the accumulation towards the number that you need in order to get to the next stage. I'm only talking about the accumulation of base experience. I'm not talking about the ones where, you know, be the top player on your team 10 times or do 20% of the total damage of your team 20 times. You know, that's what Skills is doing and Quickie Baby, and you know, more power to Skills, the streamer that on Twitch that I'm a big fan of. This guy is just miraculous. He is so damn good at the game. And, you know, kudos to you. If you can go out there and do that, awesome, man. And, you know, these guys are done their first Renegade. The Skills finished his first one, and now he's on his Russian server, and then he's on the EU server doing it. Quickie Baby's done it on his first account, and now he's already to fucking stage 8 or something on his free-to-play account. Like, these guys got skills and they can do it. That's great. But the problem is what World of Tanks and their brainiacs have thought of is like, oh, well, we got to make it easier for everyone, which is like the best number one way to wreck your game is to go, just like World of Warcraft, man. They're only around, they're barely surviving in retail, and they got Classic back, which brought a whole bunch of people back to the game. But once that dies out, they'll probably have to bring out a Burning Crusade version to keep them because they made their game easy and everyone left. And World of Tanks is starting to go that route, it seems like, because they took away the fact that you have to win. Guess what happens? All we got now is a bunch of people rushing out to get, you know, X amount of damage in the first 30. I mean, Quickie Baby even tells people on his stream. He's actually out there talking about how, you know, I'm going to get out there, I'm going to do a bunch of damage in my tier 6 medium, and then I'm going to die, and I'm going to jump in my other tier 7 medium. I'm going to go out there and shoot him up and get a bunch of damage off the beginning and die and get off. And that's how they're doing it. In other words, there's no reason to actually try to win a game. And there's no reason to try to keep your... We keep telling new players, you know, keep your gun in the game. This is how you win games, is by keeping your gun in the game. Even if you get demolished and, you know, you got 1/8 of your health at the first minute of the game, who cares? Move to the back, keep fighting. You can end up having the best game ever, you know. But there is no reason for that, man. Right now during this marathon... that's all you're seeing is just people just fighting each other to get spots, to get shots, knocking you out of the way in order to get a shot. Like, this is just getting crazy right now, man. I'm personally I'm on stage 7 of my Renegade. I'm going to get stage 7 completed, and then I'm going to go, that, man, I'm done. I'm literally thinking of taking a few more. I think I'm going to take the weekend off from World of Tanks. And let these guys, these little kids, play with their Renegade stages and whatnot, and then come back and see how it is afterwards. But yeah, Wargaming, you totally fucked up with this marathon. You just created an environment that is conducive to toxic players and what's happening. when you say that, oh, it doesn't matter if you win or lose. Now, I'm sure that some of you out there are going to be like, hey, well, Mr.BeetleBum, that's stupid, man. They've, by the fact that they're letting people get their XP from losing, all it means is that more people are going to get the Renegade. And I can say, well, okay, if you feel like you're one of those people who would normally not be able to get it and now you're good at get it, well, congratulations. But that doesn't actually mean... Well, that's interesting. Power save mode after 18 minutes? Everything just went black, guys. That's why I did my little pause there. I'm like, what's going on? But anyways, yeah, like, you know, congratulations for you, because now you can get yourself a Renegade. Because your skills, you know, or I shouldn't say your skills, but you weren't able to do it before. But, nah, that doesn't really jive, man. All that does is it just, that's the reason why wargaming does this stupidity, is because of people saying stuff like that. People crying, saying, well, why don't I get my... If you want to get it, go get it. Spend the damn time, man. Yeah, it took longer to get it. That's the thing, right? People are like doing multiples of it this time. People shouldn't be doing multiples of it. The good players should be finishing right about... When do we got till? Monday? Right about now is when the good players should be finishing. The real good players. They should get it at 100% right now. Not fucking day 4. These guys are just doing... It's like the old arcade games when you... Like Galaga, man. You got some... You just roll the freaking game. You could sit... You could literally put a quarter in and just roll it. You could play there all day long and just keep rolling it, man. That's what these guys are doing. That's what good players are able to do with this one. That's not how it should be, man. That's not a marathon, man. It's like, if you want everyone to get the damn tank for free, well, then just give them away. You know what I mean? Like, that's not the idea. The idea of a marathon is that you work your ass off to get as much of a discount, and then you decide whether or not, depending on how much discount you got, whether or not you want to spend your money on it. It shouldn't just be like, you know, oh, you play wargaming? Great, you should be able to get a free tank, you know, and make it super easy. Anyways, I digress. This video is getting a little long for me, but Mr.BeetleBum just wanted to share some stuff with you guys, man, because this is starting to really get on my nerves. And if it's getting on my nerves, I know it's getting on yours. And I know for a fact already that's a loaded statement, because I already know how other people feel, because I'm already streaming, you know, almost nightly now. And anywhere from like 50 people to a couple hundred people watching. Yeah, it's the same crap, man. Everyone's saying the same thing. People are coming into the chat like, holy crap, my players on my team are eating crayons. What is going on? I'm hearing it constantly. People are saying, what is going on with the players right now? And it really is something that is just like in the last month, man, that this is, you know, there's always issues. But it seems like right now it's just never-ending players who think they know stuff, you know, like the M25 who's telling me when I'm parked here at J7, I can't kill anything on the F line. Dude, not only can I kill things at the F line, if I was spotted probably, I can shoot someone over at like E9, get right on the border actually, and I'm telling you why. It's because there's that building there, kind of looks like the arch. And from my spot right here, I can easily shoot past that arch all day long. So, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5 squares on the map. You know, instead of bitching at people, and when you bitch at people, here you go. Here, if you're out there and you happen to see this video, and then you go and you play World of Tanks, and somewhere along the line, you start raging and ranting at people, telling them they're terrible. Now, if those people say something like, dude, what are you talking about? You don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing fine over here, or I can hit the tanks from here. Maybe, I dare you, I double dare you, man. I challenge every one of you out there. Why don't you just pause the fucking game, hit Alt-Tab and go to your internet, and actually spend 5 minutes researching. Instead of like an idiot, why don't you take all of 2 minutes it takes to actually go and research something online nowadays and learn? How about try learning instead of just spewing shit, it only would be to your advantage. It doesn't help me. Well, I guess it would help us all if you got better, but yeah. But the reality is the person who it helps the most is you. You, the idiot who wants everyone to uninstall, yet you don't have a grasp on the mechanics of the game. Why not go spend a few minutes and actually learn how to play the game rather than talking crap? Because guess what? With knowledge comes confidence. Once you gain knowledge, you start getting confident in your abilities in the tank. And once you start becoming confident, then your quality of play, your stats, everything goes up because now you know. I'm telling you, this Yahoo in the MT25 who doesn't know anything about spotting range, he probably has no clue about how to be spotted or about the points on the tank. Like if I said, where are the points on your tank that get you spotted? You'd probably have no clue. Are they on the front? Are they in the back? Is there anything on the top of the tank? Is there anything on the gun? No clue. You know, how far back from a bush do you need to be in order to not be spotted when you shoot? He'd have no clue. He'd be seen right in the bush. You know, but yet if you go and spend a few minutes in Google or whatever and research, guess what? You can find out for yourself real quick, like that you have to be 15 meters behind the bush and that you've got several points on your tank. And yes, there is one on your gun. It's like, oh my God, douche, douche. These guys don't want to learn. That's the thing that's so frustrating. That's why the douche, douche is because it's almost like we're getting surrounded by players who don't give a fuck about the game, don't give a fuck about wanting to learn how to play the game, and just want to sit there and rage and troll other players. I know that this has been a bit of a different video than my normal ones. My normal ones, I am trying to help players learn. I did throw out some things that can help you learn, just like the last point I just made, but I also understand and admit that there's a lot of, frustration in this video. And it's not the only frustration I have, man. Like, let's not get started on stat patterns. Stat patterns suck. Stat patterns are wrecking the game. Let's not get started on fucking wheelies. The French wheelies, that is. Well, yeah, there is no other wheelies. But anyways, French wheelies, absolute joke. There's a reason why Quickie Baby played ranked battles with his 279E and his tier 10 wheelie. It's because they're OP, and he knew it. And he even admitted it. So, it is what it is, man. There's so many things that are issues. But right now, I think what we're seeing a lot of is the real bad players talking like they're great players and refusing to go out and learn. And that's why I say people like me who are actually, well, you know what? Actually, I don't know anyone else like me. I'm calling it out, man. I'm out trying to help people learn, but yet I'm constantly not hearing it from anyone. But that's another day. But yeah, it really is starting to eat at me. About always marketing, hey, if you want to learn how to play World of Tanks, come talk, come ask. And just getting shitted on by wargaming, and not a lot of reaction from the community either. But for now, Mr.BeetleBum's going to stick with it. I do love this game. I fucking really love it. It's a beautiful game. The mechanics are really smart. For all the crying about it, believe it or not, guys, when it comes to code, when it comes to how the game is made, it's actually not that bad. Yes, Wargaming, the company who owns it and runs it, is pretty messed up company, and they are lucky if they actually come up with a bright idea. It seems like most of them are kind of harebrained, but anyways, but the fact of the matter is this game's wicked, man, and the fact that you can push a button and within a few minutes you're in a PvP match, I love it. Other games out there, you gotta wait 10 minutes sometimes just to get into a match. So there are some real good reasons to play this game. I love the game. If you see this video and you want to challenge me on anything, by all means, leave a message, man. Leave something, and I'll reply to it. People often are amazed that I tend to reply to my messages within half an hour after they come out. I do. I try to answer all of them. If you're just gonna troll me, whatever, man. I don't need to reply to that because you just stated what it is. It's simply just a troll. But if you also here's more most importantly though, if you actually do want to learn something and you do have a question about mechanics, about the game itself and how to improve, ask. I'm here to help, man. My streams, I can't stress it enough, man. I only stream to help people, man. I have a crap load of viewers that come on every night, and thank you to every last one of them. And we have a great time, man. We have a lot of stuff that we talk about. We have videos we play. We have all kinds of fun, man. And it's cool. But what's the best part about it is when somebody comes on and is new. And it's awesome because it's like I get to help them. And on top of that, my viewers are giving input. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And I'm playing it. I'm like, oh, listen to Canadian Eject. He just told you the answer. That kind of thing, man. And it's really fun. And there's a lot of really good players out there that are really good people. That's the other thing, guys. There's tons of good people playing this game. But they stay quiet when in chat. And I don't blame them. The only time I pipe up is I pipe up on the yahoos like these guys who talk shit, but yet they can't back it up. That's the ones that infuriate me, and that's the only ones that I like start talking smack to. That's it. That's the only one. If you treat everyone with disrespect and you're not a good player, well, hell, you shouldn't really even be saying that if you are a good player. But at least then, you can say, well, okay, he's tilting right now. He's a little upset, but at least everything he says is true. What I'm showing you is people who have like no fucking clue on mechanics or anything about the game. Anyways, yeah, if you do want to know how to play better, come on over to the Twitch stream. Look up Mr.BeetleBum or just go to World of Tanks. I'm on there all the time. And I swear to God, man, I really do mean well, and I really do mean to try to help anyone who wants to learn how to play the game better. I'm ranting today, but honestly, this is 1% of what Mr.BeetleBum is about, man. Come check it out. Watch my other videos. Come watch the streams, and you're gonna know right away. I'm actually a really nice guy. I'm a good guy. I'm a 52-year-old guy, and I mean well, and I'm here to help you. This is just a rant today on what I see as a bit of an issue. Anyways, that's it. We're done. Time for me to get back to the game because I've got me a renegade to get. So, guys, salute to all of you. Have fun. Until next time, guys, this is Mr.BeetleBum. Out!